Moving on, now we are going to discuss the preposition of place which cause confusion due to its specificity in use. First, we are going to discuss the difference between in and inside as preposition. In refers to something to be at a place, whereas inside refers to something that is physically enclosed. We can get a better view by the examples below. The boy stood in a circle. The boy stood inside a circle. In the first sentence, the boy stood in a circle can be limited to the boundary of the circle itself. But in the second sentence, the boy stood inside a circle refers to the boys who are surrounded by circular physical boundary. Next, we are going to discuss the difference between out and outside as preposition. It is completely opposite to in and inside. Out refers to something to not being in a place, whereas outside refers to something not being in an enclosed area. The examples are as follows. The boy stood out of a circle. This refers to the boy's displaced position not at the confined place, that is, the circle. In the second sentence, the boy stood outside a circle refers to the displaced position of the boys not surrounded by the boundary of the confined place, that is, the circle. Next, we are going to discuss the difference between under and below as preposition. As we already know, under refers to something lower in position than something else. Below also refers to something lower in position, but the object is not directly under another. The examples are as follows. Keep the boxes under the bed. Here we can see the box and the bed are in physical proximity or in contact. But in the second sentence, millions of people still live below the poverty line. Here we can see no physical proximity or contact between the two, and thus below is used. So here are few questions on preposition of place. You can fill in the blanks with correct option given in the brackets. You can pause the video, do the answer, and later can resume the video and check your answers. Now you can check your answers and score yourself. So moving on to the third type of preposition, that is preposition of movement or direction. The preposition of movement describes how something or someone moves from one place to another. The most common example of direction preposition is to, which usually refers that there is a movement towards a specific or definite destination. The examples are as follows. Teachers will go to zoo with students. Sarah has gone on vacation to France. In both of the sentences, zoo and France are the specific destinations. The other prepositions of movement include across, off, past, through, towards, and into. Now we are going to discuss each of these prepositions of direction. Across refers to something moving from one side to another. The examples are as follows. Ravi is swimming across the lake. He traveled across America on his bike. The next preposition of movement is off. It refers to movement away from something or someone. The examples are as follows. Don't jump off the wall. It is an imperative sentence seeking advice or commanding someone to not jump away from the wall. While racing, his bike went off the track. It refers to the movement of the bike away from the track while racing. The next preposition of movement is past. It refers to the movement on the further side of something or someone, or you can say the movement of something from one side to another side of something else. The examples are as follows. He drove right past the house. It means he drove from one side to another side of the house. They ran past me. It means they ran from one side to another side of me. The next preposition of movement is through. It refers to moving directly inside something and out the other end. The examples are as follows. The train passed through the tunnel. So it refers that the train went into the tunnel and it came out of the other end of the tunnel. The next sentence, the ball went through the window, breaking the glass. It refers to the ball went from one side of the window. Breaking the glass came out of the other side of the window. So the next preposition of movement is into. It refers to entering or looking inside something. The examples are as follows. James went into the room. It implies that James went entering or looking inside the room. He jumped into the pool. It implies that he jumped or he entered inside the pool. The next preposition of movement is towards. It refers to going in the direction of something. The examples are as follows. We ran towards the castle. It refers that we ran in the direction of the castle. The bus is heading towards town. It implies that the bus is moving or it is heading in the direction of the town. The other prepositions of movement are up, over, down, along and around. Now we are going to discuss each of them with suitable examples. He went up the hill. Here up as a preposition indicates movement to a higher position. In this sentence, it refers to he went from a lower position to a higher position on the hill. Jack travelled over the bridge in his way to his house. Here over as a preposition indicates movement at a higher level than something else. In this sentence, it indicates the movement of Jack higher level to the place below the bridge in his way to his house. She came running down the stairs. Here down as a preposition indicates movement to a lower position. In this sentence, it indicates the movement of she when she came running from the higher position to the lower position on the stairs. He was moving along with me. Here along as a preposition indicates parallel movement of something following something else. So in this sentence it indicates that he is in a parallel movement following me. The earth moves around the sun. Here around as the preposition of movement indicates that movement in circles or in vicinity of something. So in this sentence it indicates that the earth moves in circles or around the sun or in the vicinity of the sun. So here are few questions of preposition of movement. You can fill in the blanks with correct option from the bracket. You can pause the video for a moment and later you can resume to check your answers. Now you can check your answers and score yourself. So today we discussed about prepositions, its types and how specific prepositions are used at specific places according to the type of prepositions. In the next class, we will discuss about prepositions with nouns, with verb, and with adjectives. So this is Anisha Das signing off. Thank you and have a great day.